You have seen that thumbnail and you're here because you are looking for a loan. Stay tuned and watch the video until the end so that you may end up learning everything. Just don't listen to half of it or quarter of it and rush to these places of getting a loan. Let's sail this journey together until the end. So just grab that seat and we're going to have a 10 minutes conversation until the end of the video. In case you're new here, my name is Doreen. This is Dope Vlogs. In Dope Vlogs, we talk about loans. As always, we also talk about best websites that you can invest in and make money at the end of the day. We talk about real estate, we tackle matters, finance, anything that revolves money, best websites, best investment places, how you can start small businesses or rather business ideas. In case that is the kind of video you have been looking for, then make sure you're subscribing to this channel because we always talk more of that, right? Also, don't forget to like this video because it will be recommended out there by YouTube, and someone who is looking for such a video just like you is going to benefit. So without wasting any of your time, let's jump into today's topic. Where can you get USSD loans, or rather loans that you can just dial and get on your phone within 5 minutes? You're asking yourself, what is a USSD code loans, right? Allow me to read because I always research on it, and sometimes those terms are so hard for us to keep all of them in our mind. So at least when you're doing research, make sure you have a diary just like Doc so that you may not miss on other points that you want to share out there. So what is an USSD code loans? These are unstructured supplementary service referred to as quick codes that is dialed on your phone to access loan services, right? So I always talk about private lenders who you can get just by going to certain websites. Also talk about loan apps whereby you just need to visit Chrome. Let Chrome be your friend and you're going to get these loans. And guess what? I've been getting a lot of comments that some of these lenders are not giving out loans. This is simply because you have seen that if you are Kenyan, you've received this message from CRB that you have been removed from CRB. This means that that thing that President talked about, oh my God, the English is not Englishing, of you people being removed from CRB, you Kenyans being removed from there, has just passed. And guess what? Some lenders are just afraid that they don't know how to handle you after you have refused to pay their loans back. So I always tell you guys, if you just get these loans from these lenders, make sure that you're paying them on time so that next time when they're giving you out the loan, they'll have that trust with you. Guess what? Imagine you this lender who has just opened an app on Play Store and you go out, give out loans out there. The only security that you could have threatened people with, which was to put someone on CRB if they are not going to repay you back, has been removed. And you're wondering, if this person doesn't pay back my money, where do I turn to? So some of the lenders have just turned their backs on us simply because they're not sure that when they're giving out their loans, it's going to be paid back. But some of them are giving out. The ones that I talk about, they always give out. So just try, and if your credit limit or your credit score is below, then that's the reason you're not getting a loan. I always insist also on you making sure you watch the video till the end, because some of these lenders will deny you a loan because of your age. Some apps want you to be 20 years and above, and maybe you're applying and you are 18 years and below, right? So they'll not give you a loan. So the first place you can get this USSD code, and make sure that with these ones, they are different from the apps and the websites, right? You just need to have a phone, and you do not even need to have internet connection, so that, or even Android phone. The only thing you need to have is just a phone and some few credits. So you can just put some credit of at least 10 shillings or 20 shillings, and you can always try this out, right? So the first place you can get a loan is Base. Base is also something that I've been talking about for so long. It's on Play Store also, but you can access it through *879*99#. So if you have a pen and a paper, you can always make sure that you're writing down so that you may not miss on what I'm talking about. So dial *87*99#. So with Base, they'll make sure that they're getting your M-Pesa statement. I guess that's the security for them. because if they have your M-Pesa statement, they can always contact any person that they see that is sending a lot of money to you. For some reason, I don't feel like that is right. So you can always just make sure that for your security purpose, pay these loans on time. So the second one is HF Whiz. HF Whiz, you can dial *618# to access HF Whiz. You can dial *618#. You follow the procedure. I'll not explain more because when you dial it will just ask you sign up. This is the product you're looking for. It's just self-explanatory. And when you dial these codes, it will always take you to next prompt until you get the loan that you want. HF Whiz also have an app on Play Store. If you've been trying for the app, or if you've been looking for the app on Play Store and you can't find them, you can always dial on your Safaricom, and make sure that you are a Kenyan citizen who is 18 years of age and above and has a national ID, definitely, and also must have an M-Pesa account, right? Or rather, be registered user of Safaricom. The other one is KCB M-Pesa. I know most of you have them on your phone. You can access it through your M-Pesa, and you can also dial *844# to access this service. So if you have been looking for a KCB loan through your M-Pesa, or rather if you have tried the app and it's not working, you can always dial *844#. Number 4 is Okowa Mia. Okowa Mia, they don't have an app on Play Store, but you can always dial *682#. *682#. I know that the name sounds Okowa Mia because you'll think that, oh, why am I going for this 100 bob, right? But rather they give loans from 100 shillings to 2,000, an emergency loan, right? So if you just have a small emergency loan and you're looking for a place to get it, you can always visit Okowa Mia by dialing *682#. It will also prompt you, they'll direct you the next step and next step and next step. This is not like an app that you're supposed to sign up and stuff, but this is just simply explanatory, right? Number 5 is Okowa Tao. So after Okowa Mia, you go to Okowa Tao, which are giving out loans from 1,000 shillings. It's not like they're just giving you 1,000 because you heard of the name Okowa Tao, right? So you will dial *660# to get this loan, right? Number 6 is Pesa Pata. I've talked about this previously, maybe on the Ussd codes. So Pesa Pata, you can dial *269#. And this product is good because they're not going to check your CRB status. These people will also not ask you for your M-Pesa statement or anything. They'll just trust you. They'll give you this loan, and make sure, guys, you're repaying these loans on time. Make sure that you're making sure you have repaid the loans back, because you might need these people the next time you are in a fix, or the next time you are in any problem, right? Number 7, which is my best, Zenka. I've talked about Zenka so many times, and I've gotten a good review about you people who have tried it and you ended up getting these loans. And that's wow, that's an amazing job Zenka is doing. So always make sure that if you don't have a limit with Zenka, visit them, or you can also dial the number *841#. Try it. If they don't give you a loan, there will always be an option of how you can contact them. Make sure that you're contacting Zenka so that they'll give you these loans out, right? You can just tell them that you have been trying for so long and you don't know why, the reason why your limit is always 0. They'll update your limit, or they'll check the problem, where the problem is, and they'll tell you where to change so that you can get these loans. Number 8 is Timiza. I've talked about Timiza as an app. You can also access it through *848#. And Timiza is under Barclays Bank, whereby they're giving loans out there, and all you need is, you do not need to visit the bank. You can either have the app, or you can just dial and they'll check your limit. But with Timiza nowadays, they'll want you to save at least something so that you can access the loan, so that that amount will stand as security whenever you default on repaying your loans, right? So that saving will save them. At least they'll have returned their money, so that if you decide to go cuckoo and run away with their money, they'll have something to stand with them. Then number 9 is Fanisi. Fanisi also, they have an app on Play Store which has a purple logo. You can check on them. You dial *222#. You dial *222# and follow what they're telling you. The last one is Zazi Pay. Zazi Pay, you dial *322#, and also they just simply direct you. The reason why I'm not talking deeply about this USSD code is because they are self-explanatory. If you just have credit and you dial them, they'll just take you step by step until you get to what you want. And guess what? If you even have Kabambe and you don't know how to access this, you just need to put a credit on that Kabambe on your line and stuff and use it to dial on these apps, on these USSD codes, and they're going to save your days, right? Isn't that amazing? So the advantage, we said, it's not a must to have internet connection. It's not a must to have Android phones. The only thing you need to do is to have credit on your phone and be registered user of Safaricom. So you have been watching me until now. You have written all this down because this girl has researched it for you, and you haven't subscribed to this channel. Why is that? Just to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And if you don't know the reason why you should subscribe to this channel, is simply because whenever I do another video, YouTube will always notify you, and you're going to sail this journey together. So until my next video, let's see you